Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
So we're really excited to be able to walk, and my kids need lots of exercise.
With the start of school just weeks away, some West Fargo parents say they're happy their kids won't be sitting on a bus. Others not okay with their little ones walking to class. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Stephanie is off. After several complaints voiced on our whistleblower hotline about the busing policy in the West Fargo Public School District, we began to investigate. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric finds out what has some kids walking and others riding.
9/10 of a mile from the end of your driveway to the property line of a school. If your house falls within that area, your little ones are going to have to hoof it.
My oldest is 9 and he's going into 3rd grade. Then I have a 1st grader who's 6 and I have a 3-year-old.
Emily Wolf's family lives just inside that cutoff line. For her, it's all about her kids getting exercise and saving time.
And I don't have to wait at the bus stop. I can do as much time as we would wait at the bus stop with the kids in the morning. You know, they say like 10 minutes before. We're less than 10 minutes from the school.
But walking nearly a mile is leaving others with sore feet. One of our viewers sent us this note about her kids. One of them, a kindergartner. Quote, "We were informed at registration that they are considered walkers. I'm shocked that is expected of them." And then about the bus company, quote, "They are rude and say it is not their problem to get kids to school." West Fargo Public Schools declined to go on camera, but a district spokesperson says the rule has been around for well over 15 years. They say it's challenging serving over 9,000 students, and they only make special arrangements if there's a hazard along the way to school. For example, the Cheyenne River or a large, busy highway.
It's beautiful. The playground is awesome. It has a zip line, and they're really excited.
While some might not agree with the policy near Legacy, Emily Wolf says it's a safe neighborhood. For her kids, the more fresh air, the better. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Despite all the growth, West Fargo Public Schools did say that they don't plan to change their policy. If parents have concerns, you can contact the transportation director within the district. We put a link to that on our website. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. It's nice, sunny, and hot out there again, and there have been some storms out there as well, but I'm on good note that things are easing up a little bit. Let's go to Hutch to find out what we can expect tonight. Hutch?
Well, the vast majority of us will enjoy a very quiet evening of weather, Mike, but as we look off to the east in western Minnesota, severe storms continue to roam through. And these storms have produced some significant damage. Let's get to the warnings. First and foremost, the strongest cluster of storms heading in toward the Bemidji area. There's no warning for Bemidji. You are just seeing heavy rain and possibly some small hail and a huge amount of lightning. However, in parts of Clearwater County south of Bagley, moving into northern portions of Hubbard County, a severe storm that has a history of 80-mile-per-hour winds and hail over an inch in diameter continues to move east-southeast, and it will continue to make its way off to the east. Here's a look at the hail core moving toward Aleta. It will continue to move towards Itasca in the upcoming several minutes. Now, the storm that moved over Roseau reports of 3 1/2 inch diameter hail in and near Roseau, causing significant damage there. This storm weakening, but still has a risk of some hail as it moves into southeastern portions of Roseau County. Look at all the activity. Well to the east of the Red River Valley tonight. Watch in effect until 11 o'clock. Do know that if storms are brewing tonight, that they could quickly become severe in your area. We'll stay on top of that here, but for now things are quiet, albeit very hot. Maybe you'll have a chance to get out, enjoy some baseball, or maybe a backyard barbecue. That's where we find Lisa Green tonight. She is in West Fargo. Lisa, fill us in on what's going on in West Fargo.
Thanks, Hutch. Yeah, no storms here in West Fargo. We're enjoying beautiful sunshine, a little heat, but this wind and the shade is great here at the home of this week's Cashwise Backyard Barbecue winners. And this week's winners, Kevin and Janine Kuntz. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, how did you win?
We signed up at Cashwise in the meat department.
At the meat department. Congratulations. And you guys have a nice crew of people here with you enjoying the food.
Yeah, we've got our family here. It's a real nice night for it.
Sure. Yeah. And I know you haven't had a chance to try out the steak just yet, but Janine has. How was it?
Oh, it was delicious. Very good.
And there's one person you want to say hi to, is that right?
Yes, Ashley Mache. She couldn't make it tonight. So hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. Maybe we'll save a steak for you. Maybe.
Probably not.
The winners say no, so sorry, guys. We'll send it back to the studio.
I know the feeling. Thanks, Lisa. In other news tonight, a local woman called us saying she wants to share her story about being raped as a child after hearing a story we shared on a local sex offender who says North Dakota law is too harsh on offenders. Maggie Cashmere says that she was raped and beat at home until she was 11 years old, but she didn't say anything about it until she was 16. Now she's 23 and married and ready to speak out, but she's unable to press charges since the statute of limitations has run out, which she says is a major problem in the community.
I want them to have the right to stand up when they are finally okay with it and say, no, you did this to me. I am stronger than you. I am a survivor, and you are nothing. You deserve to be locked in a jail cell and the key thrown away. You took away a child's innocence.
This issue is being recognized by senators in North Dakota. A bill to get rid of the statute of limitations, however, failed this year. One man was taken to the hospital after crashing his motorcycle in West Fargo this afternoon. That crash happened near 37th Avenue East and Cheyenne Street. It's near the Triumph West Church. Traffic was congested in the area. Several people were waiting to make a left turn, and West Fargo police tell us that the 48-year-old man lost control of his cycle and hit another vehicle. Several people stopped to help the biker, even wrapped his head to stop bleeding. No word on how severe his injuries are. The numbers sound like they're from a third world country, but it's happening right here in the valley and across the country. Food donations to agencies across northwestern Minnesota have skyrocketed in recent years to millions of pounds of donations every year. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson takes us to the North Country Food Bank in Crookston, where they're trying to convince state lawmakers to help fund a new facility.
When the North Country Food Bank started 32 years ago, they distributed around 500,000 pounds of food a year. Last year, that number skyrocketed to 7.4 million pounds. That's enough for over 5 million meals to families in 21 counties across northwestern Minnesota.
You know, the economy in the last few years has definitely had an impact on need. I think we're just starting to do what we should have always been doing, but we've been a little hampered by our facility and the amount of space and room we have to do the things we need to do.
The food donations include helping out needy kids across the region.
We have the backpack program, and that's a program where the schools help us and identify kids who are struggling with hunger. And those kids receive a backpack filled with food for on the weekends when they don't have school breakfast or school lunch.
However, this building no longer has enough space for all the food, and it can't meet food safety regulations. So they're trying to convince legislators to approve money for a new building. Donations would pay for half of it. The state would kick in the other $3 million. The new $6 million facility would be located here in this vacant lot on the north side of Crookston. It's on land that was donated to the food bank. But the Minnesota House Capital Investment Committee is looking at over $3 billion worth of proposed spending projects across the state.
There's lots of good projects all around the state. It's up to us to try and determine which ones actually get funded in this cycle.
So while it may be a good cause, it's no slam dunk to getting the money.
There's no such thing as a slam dunk. No promises made at this point in time.
Torkelson says they'll only have the money to fund about 25% of over $3 billion of proposed projects in Minnesota. In Crookston, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
As an example of problems with the current food bank building in Crookston, they recently had to decline 20,000 pounds of donated frozen vegetables. They didn't have enough freezer space, so all those vegetables are shipped to other parts of the country. Food to the North Country Food Bank is donated by farmers and other retail companies. The Fargo Flag Contest is off to a rousing start. You heard about it first here on Valley News Live when we introduced you to a man named Jackson Riddle. He's a 19-year-old who thought the city of Fargo needed a flag. It's being handled by the Arts Partnership, and the partnership director says she's very pleased with the number of people who are getting involved in the project. About 50 designs are on the partnership's webpage and have been approved for your vote.
I just encourage people to keep submitting. Don't be daunted by the fact that it's a design competition. You do not need to be a professional designer to make it work. I think a lot of these people are not. So just have fun with it, think about it, and submit something. And if you don't want to submit, then come on and vote.
There are some of the entries submitted so far. You can go to the partnership's webpage to check them out and vote. The deadline to submit your design is August 23rd, and the deadline to vote on your favorite is September 23rd. Now, the person whose design is picked will win $250. Do you have any pictures of flag submissions? If you do, we want to see them. Just post them to our Facebook page, and while you're there, like Valley News Live. You can follow the latest news, weather, breaking news updates anytime on your feed. 300 low-income families in the Fargo-Moorhead area that don't own a computer got one for free today. Mid-Continent Communications, the City of Fargo, and Minnesota's PCs for People are teaming up to provide computers for the families. The groups work together with other local organizations to figure out which families might benefit most from having a computer. Families that received a computer today were also offered discounted rates for their internet service. That's great. Later on Valley News Live at 6, what local program is helping young girls feel confident about themselves?
We continue to track storms through western Minnesota. Changes to the severe thunderstorm watch to update you about and your hour-by-hour forecast. It's coming up next on Valley News Live.